Have you ever considered whether your hair may be more than just a feature of your appearance? What if it conceals details about your emotional and spiritual state? Stay tuned, because what you're about to learn might transform the way you perceive yourself forever. Welcome to this intriguing trip as we explore the relationship between your hair and your soul. This isn't only about your attractiveness or style. It's about recognizing the deeper meanings your hair conveys. If you found this article useful, please consider helping us by purchasing a cup of coffee using the link below. It's a tiny act, but it allows us to continue sharing incredible insights like these. Don't forget to subscribe and remain connected. Cultural and historical significance. Hair has had an important part in determining identity, status, and beliefs over millennia and civilizations, from the ancient pharaohs of Egypt to Greece's rich philosophical traditions. It has been more than simply a physical attribute. It is a sign with several meanings, linking people to their communities, spiritual beliefs, and even the universe. In today's modern society, personal expression can take various forms. Understanding the rich history of hair may help us figure out what our personal hairstyles reveal about who we are and what we value. The meaning of hair in ancient Egypt. In ancient Egypt, hair was more than just a natural characteristic. It was a statement about power, divinity, and social position. The pharaohs, who were regarded as living gods, sometimes donned magnificent wigs studded with gold and gems. These wigs served as emblems of their supernatural connection and authority, allowing them to stand out from the mortal realm. Priests shaved their heads completely as a symbol of purity and devotion, stressing their independence from worldly desires for the benefit of the ordinary people. Hairstyles were also a reflection of status. Hair was styled, braided, or covered according to one's social status, income, and even religious traditions. In burial traditions, hair held mystical importance. Mummies were frequently dressed with wigs or hair treatments to ensure that the departed retained their rank in the afterlife. The careful care taken to preserve hair mirrored the Egyptian belief in eternity and spiritual continuation of the individual. In ancient Greece, philosophy and aesthetics intersect. The Greeks saw hair as a symbol of individuality, philosophy, and cultural conventions. Long, beautifully arranged hair symbolized royalty, power, and wisdom. For warriors such as the Spartans, flowing locks represented bravery and fearlessness, while philosophers like Socrates frequently pushed for simpler, unadorned haircuts to represent intellectual emphasis rather than physical vanity. There were still ceremonial responsibilities in Greek culture during important events like weddings and funerals. Hair was ritually chopped, braided, or sacrificed to the gods. This deed signified life stage transitions, personal devotion, and spiritual connection. Mythological characters also had a significant impact on hair trends. Women, for example, dressed their hair to reflect gods like Aphrodite, who represented beauty, fertility, and grace. Global viewpoints, indigenous cultures, and spiritual connections. Across the globe, indigenous civilizations regard hair as an extension of the spirit. Long hair is frequently viewed in Native American traditions as a spiritual antenna that connects the individual to nature and ancient wisdom. Cutting one's hair in these cultures is more than just a cosmetic gesture. It frequently represents grief, transition, or a rite of passage. Similarly, in India, hair is spiritually significant in customs such as tonsil, in which people shave their heads to demonstrate devotion to deities or seek favors during religious pilgrimages. The hair is frequently donated at temples to represent humility and detachment from ego, air, and resistance and cultural changes across time. In recent history, hair has served as a significant instrument of resistance and identification. During the civil rights movement in the United States, the afro became a symbol of racial pride and resistance to restrictive beauty standards. For Black Americans, loving natural hair meant more than simply aesthetics. It was a daring declaration of recovering ancestry and rejecting contemporary conventions that undermined their identity. In the 1960s and 1970s, movements such as the hippie counterculture embraced hair as a means of protest. Long, untidy hairstyles defied traditional rules and symbolized independence from conformity. Shorter haircuts were popular among many women as a form of rebellion against traditional gender roles and expectations during the feminist movement. Hairstyles still hold great personal and cultural importance in the modern day. From fashionable haircuts that make strong fashion statements to classic ones that revere tradition, the decisions we make about our hair reflect our identity and ideals. For some, retaining natural textures is an act of self-acceptance, but others find value in regular shifts that correspond to changes in life or mood. The worldwide hair care business, now worth billions, demonstrates the continued relevance of hair as a means of self-expression. What was previously defined by history and ceremony is now a personal canvas with limitless creative possibilities. The emergence of influencers and social media has increased the power of hair, with millions sharing tutorials and demonstrating how hairstyles may express uniqueness, empowerment, and creativity. What does your hairstyle reveal about you? As we explore this intriguing history, one question remains. What does your hairstyle reveal about you? Is it an expression of your culture, personality, or a blend of the two? Do you style your hair to honor tradition, or do you use it to push limits and explore new identities? Hair is a living history, a way for us to communicate with the world about who we are, where we came from, and who we want to be. Whether decorated with braids that trace ancient roots or dyed in vibrant hues that exude modern revolt, each strand contains a tale worth sharing. Your hair is a significant statement of your individuality, influenced by both historical echoes and contemporary decisions. How has your hairdo represented your personal development? Please share your ideas in the comments below. Leave the number 732 if you believe hair holds a deeper meaning. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and join us for the next installment as we delve further into the spiritual links between hair and soul. Your support means everything. Stay tuned. Spiritual link. The mystical function of hair. Hair has played a vital role in spiritual traditions across the world, spanning nations, faiths, and centuries. It is not simply a physical extension of the body. For many, it symbolizes a critical connection between the physical and spiritual worlds. Hair is revered as a holy channel of energy in a wide range of spiritual traditions, linking people to the universe, the earth, and even divine powers. Hair functions as a channel of energy. In spiritual traditions, hair is frequently viewed as a natural antenna that receives and transmits energy. Similarly, a radio tower gathers up signals from the environment. Hair is said to perceive and enhance cosmic vibrations. This concept is based on the premise that humans are energetic creatures that continually interact with their surroundings' energy fields. Individuals who preserve and care for their hair guarantee that their spiritual antenna stays intact, allowing them to connect deeper with higher realms of consciousness. In Hinduism and other Eastern faiths, the crown chakra represents the divine link. The crown of the head is considered a holy location related to the Sahara or crown chakra. This energy area, positioned at the crown of the head where the hair is thickest, is said to be the portal to heavenly connection and spiritual enlightenment. The crown chakra serves as a connection between the earthly and spiritual planes, connecting people to their higher selves and the cosmos. As a result, many spiritual traditions pay special attention to the hair on this portion of the body, whether by anointing it with sacred oils, tying it in certain ways, or just letting it grow naturally. Hair is seen as a means of divine communication. The practice of wearing long, uncut hair in Sikhism demonstrates respect for God's perfection and the sacredness of this spiritual conduit. Indigenous cultures throughout the world share their perspectives on hair. Hair has a deep spiritual significance in many Native American traditions. Hair is considered an extension of the soul. Long hair, in particular, represents power, knowledge, and a link to the ancient spirits. In certain traditions, hair rituals are commonly used to commemorate key life milestones such as transitions to maturity, weddings, or grieving. Cutting one's hair might represent the release of sadness or the start of a new chapter in life. Growing and braiding hair, on the other hand, is regarded as a means of preserving spiritual integrity, binding oneself to the soil and the divine energies that guide them. These ideas highlight the close connection between hair and the unseen worlds of hair and cosmic energy. Many civilizations associate hair with heavenly and cosmic energy. Consider it a receiver and transmitter of global wisdom. Dreadlocks are revered in Rastafarianism as a symbol of spiritual power and a link to God or prison. The practice of allowing hair to naturally lock is consistent with Rastafarian beliefs about living in harmony with nature and rejecting social constructions. In contrast, Buddhist monks and nuns frequently shave their hair as a mark of renunciation. By losing their hair, they let go of earthly attachments and concentrate only on their spiritual travels. While both disciplines may appear diametrically opposed, both recognize the important role hair plays in spiritual expression and change. Modern views of hair's spiritual purpose, even in modern times. Hair retains spiritual significance, albeit in subtler ways. Many people feel a feeling of rebirth or transformation after changing their hairstyle, whether they trim, color, or let it grow. These alterations frequently coincide with major life transitions, reflecting internal transformations or ushering in a new phase. Hair rituals like oiling, shampooing, and styling may also be acts of mindfulness and self-care, anchoring people in the present moment and building a stronger connection to their true selves. For people who follow spiritual traditions, caring for and treating their hair is more than simply an aesthetic option. It is a spiritual obligation. Scientific perspective on spiritual ideas. Interestingly, several contemporary scientific hypotheses support the spiritual notion of hair as a sensory organ. Hair follicles contain nerve endings that respond to environmental stimuli, allowing people to detect little changes in their surroundings. This lends weight to the theory that hair might behave as an antenna, taking up invisible vibrations or energy. Furthermore, epigenetic studies imply that hair and other physical characteristics transmit hereditary information that connects individuals to their ancestors and previous generations. This is consistent with indigenous beliefs that hair ties people to their ancestors and the collective wisdom of their tribe. The importance of hairdressers and stylists in spiritual well-being. In many cultures, the job of the hairdresser extends beyond basic aesthetics. They are regarded as protectors of holy space, responsible for a sensitive bodily area associated with spiritual energy. The way hair is stroked, trimmed, or styled may have an impact on both its physical status and the individual's spiritual well-being. As a result, selecting someone you trust to care for your hair is critical in spiritual traditions, hair rituals, and life changes. Our rituals frequently follow big life transitions. For example, cutting hair after a breakup or loss represents letting go and beginning over. Growing hair after a spiritual awakening signifies a connection with the higher worlds. Dyeing hair in bold colors can represent embracing individualism and breaking away from conventional standards. These rituals emphasize how hair serves as a visible marker of an individual's internal journey, allowing them to express their progress via bodily change. Hair is more than just part of your look. It's a living representation of your spiritual essence, linking you to the universe, your ancestors, and your inner self. Its relevance extends beyond nations and ages, reminding us that even the tiniest parts of our lives have great impact. If you have ever thought that your hair represents your mental or spiritual state, please share your tale in the comment section below. Let's make it enjoyable. Type 527. If you've learned something new about the spiritual aspect of hair today, please remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for the next installment, which delves further into the relationships between physical and spiritual well-being. Your contribution enables us to continue this adventure together. Hair is frequently referred to as a person's crowning glory in this context, although its significance extends far beyond aesthetics. It is an external mirror of our inner health, which includes physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects. When stress levels climb, joy envelopes us, or significant life changes occur, our hair does not sit idly by. It becomes a canvas, softly portraying the tale of our health and experiences. Stress and its effects on hair. Prolonged stress has a significant impact on the human body, and your hair frequently takes the brunt of this load. High stress levels interrupt the hair development cycle, resulting in hair loss or thinning. Telogen effluvium is a disorder in which mental or physical stress causes hair follicles to enter a resting phase prematurely, resulting in significant shedding. Beyond shedding, stress can cause dull, brittle, and lifeless hair. When the body is stressed, it shifts resources to important organs, depriving non-essential tissues, such as hair, of nourishment. This leads to weaker strands that are prone to breaking. In severe situations, continuous stress can cause alopecia areata, an autoimmune illness in which the immune system assaults hair follicles, resulting in patchy hair loss. Have you ever observed how a time of high stress affects the health of your hair? If this is the case, your body is most likely encouraging you to take a break and rebalance your physical and mental well-being. When we are happy or in love, our hair becomes colorful and robust. The body generates a variety of hormones, including serotonin and oxytocin, which promote general health and hair vitality. Balanced emotional moods promote good circulation, ensuring that hair follicles acquire adequate nutrients and oxygen during times of contentment. You could find that your hair is shinier or fuller. This is not a coincidence. Rather, it reflects inherent harmony. A person who feels loved and encouraged is more likely to engage in self-care activities, which improves hair health. In this sense, pleasurable events do more than simply boost your spirits. They give you a more radiant complexion. Life transitions and hair transformations throughout history. Hair has represented important life changes, such as severe haircuts and color changes. Changing one's hairdo frequently signifies a period of transition. It's as if altering your hair is a concrete way to let go of the past and welcome the future. Many people opt to trim or color their hair after they have ended a relationship. This act, while apparently cosmetic, has a strong emotional resonance. It represents both the end of one thing and the beginning of another. Similarly, a work promotion or move may drive a haircut change to represent progress and preparedness for new challenges. Even the decision to grow one's hair out gradually and deliberately might represent a desire for patience, stability, or a return to one's origins. Hair, in its many shapes and changes, becomes a personal chronicle of our emotional experiences. Hair is a symbol of mental and physical rehabilitation for individuals going through difficult times, and improved hair health frequently coincides with internal healing. Individuals recovering from depression, for example, may begin by addressing neglected self-care activities, such as caring for their hair. With improved goods, diets, and care, they may observe improvements that act as tangible indicators of their success. In this way, hair may function as both a barometer and a motivation. Seeing great changes motivates people to continue caring for themselves holistically. Each strand becomes a symbol of resilience and growth, signifying not only physical health, but also emotional and mental healing, personal identity, and self-expression. Hair is also a strong means of expressing one's identity. The way we style and care for it reflects how we see ourselves and hope to be perceived by others. This link between self-image and hair care is especially obvious during periods of self-discovery or redefinition. For example, colorful or unique hair colors may represent a desire to stand out, break routines, and question society conventions. On the other hand, more modest adjustments, such as adding highlights, may indicate a desire for rejuvenation without fully abandoning the familiar. These choices indicate the narrative we want to tell about ourselves. What tale does your hair convey today? Have you ever noticed how a change in your hairstyle corresponds to a movement in your attitude or life circumstances? These links are not coincidental. They demonstrate the deep link between our outward and interior environments. Physical and hair health markers are important, but so is mental wellness. Physical well-being is equally vital. Nutritional deficiencies, hormone imbalances, visual problems, and chronic diseases frequently appear in the quality of our hair. For example, dry or brittle hair may indicate a lack of critical fatty acids, whereas hair thinning may indicate iron or protein deficits. Its sensitivity to internal health concerns makes it an excellent diagnostic tool. Paying attention to these changes helps us to handle any health issues at an early stage, avoiding more significant consequences later on. Your hair is more than simply an adornment. It is a live, breathing expression of your inner self. Whether it's expressing stress, enjoying delight, or commemorating a life milestone, your hair offers a compelling narrative. If this inside story spoke to you, we'd love to hear from you. Leave a remark with the number 473. If you've ever observed that your hair reflects a huge life transition, be sure to like this video. Your hair is not just a style, it's a story waiting to be told. How has your hair reflected the twists and turns of your journey? Drop a comment below, and let's dive into the significance of our strands together. If you feel that hair carries a deeper, spiritual meaning, type 99 in the chat. Don't miss out. Subscribe to Bloom to join us on this captivating exploration of life's mysteries. Your support means the world to us, so give this video a thumbs up. And while you're at it, Grab your coffee through the link below to fuel our creative adventures. What insights does your hair share with you today? We can't wait to hear.